Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix is finally here, and with a new season, of course, we get a brand new Battle Pass. And so in today's video, I wanted to rank every brand new Battle Pass skin in the Chapter 2 Remix Battle Pass. If you go on to enjoy this video and you want to go on and buy that Battle Pass, be sure to use code TYFRYZ in the item shop when you do. It helps me out a ton. Thanks. Also, massive credit to Shinna for all the content that's going to be used in this video. He got this video out like 8 hours ago as soon as the season launched, so huge credit to him for this. With all that being said, let's get right into this. So there's only 5 skins in this Battle Pass. Of course, this season will only last basically a month, and so it is a shortened Battle Pass, so keep that in mind. This video will definitely be shorter than most of my other Battle Pass skin rankings. But at that number 5 spot, I have Undercover Sky. Of course, if you guys don't know already, these skins are basically all just going to be like slightly altered or slightly different versions of the ones that were found in the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass for the most part. And I already wasn't a fan of Sky, to be honest with you, from the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, so I guess it makes sense I'm not a fan of it here. Her base version is just a little boring, and then the mask on version, that mask is way too big. I guarantee you guys, you are not going to be able to see anything when you're aiming down sights using that mask. That thing is going to be a nightmare. I guess it's not a terrible skin. It's definitely my least favorite in this Battle Pass, and honestly, I don't really see myself using it very much. Her other items, like her pickaxe, are super duper clean though. I will be taking those into consideration, but of course, the skin is the main prize here. But yeah, anyways, moving on to our number 4 spot is One Ball. So yeah, One Ball is interesting because it's essentially supposed to be like this spin-off of the 8 Ball skin from Chapter 2 Season 1. So one of the only skins in this entire Battle Pass that's not from Chapter 2 Season 2. The only thing I don't understand about this is they didn't give it any variants. At least that we know of, and I have to clarify that because there are still some pages that are like mysteries and could be variants to some of these skins. But for now, all we have is just that yellow One Ball, and then he has a variant where he just chucks a jacket on. That's really it. I know it did get leaked, like the woman version of this skin. I think it was 10 Ball, so maybe that's going to end up being some type of partnership to One Ball. But as it stands now, there's really nothing to be happy about here, in my opinion. It's just a yellow pool ball skin. I think it's a really missed opportunity to have no edit styles, or I guess none that actually changed the skin like we saw with some of the skins later in this Battle Pass, which I'll explain when I get there. At the number 3 spot is Dynamotina. Of course, a play off of Dynamotina from Chapter 2 Season 2. Surprisingly, I actually like this version of Dynamotina better than her original skin. And I was never a fan of Dynamotina in Chapter 2 Season 2, so for me to actually be saying that I think she looks great in this Battle Pass is saying a lot. Also, I have to say one thing, that glider where it's like the 2 grenades facing each other and you ride on top of them is unbelievable. Probably the best glider in the entire Battle Pass. She also has an incredibly cool looking cell shaded skin. Of course, if you don't know, it's the one that kind of makes it look like it comes out of a comic book, like it's a little cartoony. I'll be honest with you, like I am actually pleasantly surprised with how good Dynamotina looks. She also just has a really clean looking set. I think it's actually a decent skin, and that's why it's right smack dab in the middle of this ranking, because I think it's right in the middle. It's okay. It's not bad. At the number 2 spot is actually the first skin that's featured in the Battle Pass. It's the Chaos Director. And the Chaos Director is an obvious spin of the Chaos Agent from Chapter 2 Season 1, I want to say. He was a big part in the lore in the beginning of Chapter 2. And I think for a Tier 1 skin, arguably the best skin in the Battle Pass, I think you could definitely say that. It's just a really sleek looking skin. The dark colors of the skin are always a good thing. You're going to blend in, especially when it turns nighttime on the map. I anticipate this being a pretty popular skin because I do know a lot of people really enjoy the Chaos Agent. That ended up being like one of the best sweaty skins back in the day in early Chapter 2. So yeah, I anticipate this to be a pretty popular skin here. I also really like how they made this skin on like 2 completely opposite sides of the spectrum. You have one that's like an all black, super dark looking skin. Then you have one that is all white and more of like a brighter looking skin. Almost reminds me of how they did it with 8 Ball in Chapter 2 Season 1. I think the rest of her set is decent, but honestly, I think you're really gunning for this skin here. Once you get this skin, I think you're going to be happy about it. And yeah, I definitely think it is deserving to be very high up on this list. But at my number 1 spot, and honestly, I don't think it's going to be much of a surprise, it's Midas. So technically speaking, Midas is supposed to be your tier 100 skin for this battle pass. Obviously, it's half of that. It's about 50 tiers, so, you know, not as much of a grind to get him at all, but you also have less time to do so. So I think the players who weren't able to get Meowscles or Midas, two of, I would argue, some of Fortnite's most popular skins of all time, I think are going to be really happy with the opportunity to get this skin. So many people love Midas, and I know they've brought back a ton of different versions of him, but nothing hits just like that original Midas where you can turn everything gold. And so I think a lot of players are going to be really happy with the opportunity to get something so similar to it. And yeah, so not only do you get like the Midas body, but then the head is from Meowscles. Meowscles, I would say, is probably one of the more iconic Fortnite characters we've ever gotten. I would also argue that he's one of the mascots of Fortnite. I really think they did an awesome job with this skin. I also really like how like the gold slowly like comes over the skin. It's like a reactive style to it. I just really enjoy what they did with this skin here, and I think a lot of people are as well. And so for me, it is easily the #1 best skin in this battle pass. Well, all right, guys, if you went on to enjoy that video, be sure to leave it a like. Of course, that is my ranking for every single battle pass skin in Chapter 2 Remix. This season is going to have so much content for me to pump out for you guys. I'm going to be ranking every weapon in the chapter, every single POI that we have here. So yeah, it's going to be an awesome video. So make sure you're subscribed and you stick around for more content, because I will absolutely be pushing more out. And make sure you guys leave some video suggestions that you would like to see for this season of Fortnite. I look at every single one, and if I use your idea, I'll try and give you credit as long as I can. With all of that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave it a like, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.